Hello, this is Mr. Riley. I will be teaching you your CIST 2431, the Linux operating system. And I just wanted you to see my face, and so you can put a face to the lectures. Now, this class will be taught 50-50, 50% online, 50% in the classroom. Now, since we're dealing with COVID-19, what's going to happen is I'm going to have half of you show up on Mondays, Monday afternoons, and the other half show up on Wednesday afternoons. That way we can keep the social distancing, and we'll just be doing labs in there. The lecture and all the testing and stuff, except for the finals, will be done online. So that'll save up the 2 hours on Mondays and Wednesdays to do our labs in there. So, and give out any additional information you may need. Now, when you get to the Cyber Center, make sure you wear a mask. So wear your mask. If you don't have a Cyber Center ID card, there's a lady there that will take your picture and you can get your Cyber Center ID card. Okay. I'm going to share my screen with you and kind of go over the syllabus and all that. Okay. You should be seeing announcements from the CIST 2431 Unix Linux introduction. And go ahead and read the welcome. Now, in under announcements, I'll be doing a weekly announcement. So please read it every week. There'll be a new announcements, but this is where it lands you when you first click on this class anyways. Next, go to Start Here. Also, my contact information is here. Either contact me by email, or on Mondays and Wednesdays I should be in the office when I'm not in class, so you can call me there. So we click on Start Here, and you have the read this first. Now this will guide you through your first week to make sure everything goes smooth. Make sure you get your textbook and lab access, where you go to get it. Or you can also buy it from the bookstore. It's reasonably priced. I also sent out an email if you're taking multiple classes with Cengage, and I put that in the email, then you can full access, like unlimited Cengage, and it's actually much more cost effective. Check your email for an email from Mr. Riley on that. Okay. Okay, and then we have the syllabus. Let's look at the syllabus. And this tells us we're taking Linux. Class location will be online. Course description. My office hours. Pretty much the office hours are, you can talk to me before and after class also. Okay, and we'll talk about, this what we're going to be learning in Linux. The book we'll be using, again, the grading scale. A is 90 to 100, B is 80 to 89, 70 to 79 is a C, a D is 69 to 60 to 69, and anything less than that is a failing grade. Now, what your grades are going to be worth, your discussion questions are worth 10%, and I'll show you about the discussion questions. Labs are worth 25%, and I'll show you those. 15% for quizzes, 25% for module tests, and a proctored file. Also, part of the module test is I'll have a midterm and a final rolled up in there. A proctored final is I'm going to have you come in and actually small hands-on project to show that you actually learned something. But you'll be in there and we'll talk more about that. That'll more to follow on that. Work ethics, I'll be sending you a form to fill out on that to explain work ethics. Pretty much everybody meets expectations until you do something either great, where you move up to exceeds expectations, or do something bad, where you move to a 1 or a 0. Student initiated withdrawal from the course. If you need to withdraw from the course, you can let me know, or basically withdraw yourself. Now, I don't know what the last withdrawal date is as far as to get a W. A W doesn't affect your grade point average at all. But if you're past that date, I have to look at your grade and see if you're failing or passing, and then it's either a WP or a WF. Course participation, make sure you turn in something each week that is showing how you're engaged in the class. You'll be doing an honor pledge. The honor pledge is basically you will not cheat on, you do all your own work. Disabilities and counseling policy. If you have a disability, you can contact the counseling center and they'll help you. Late assignments. After the second week, I don't accept late assignments. Just do your work on time. You can work ahead. My recommendation is that if you are a couple of weeks ahead or a week or two ahead, then if you have something come up, you can react better to it. Okay, here is the assignment due dates and all that. So you can print this out, but basically this is laid out everything we're going to be doing. And there's discussion boards, review questions, tests, and a lot of these are just reading and stuff like that. So don't freak out too much about this. Also, there's going to be a couple of weeks, like week 5 and 6, we're just doing one chapter. So it's a very important chapter, so we take 2 weeks to do it. Same thing with chapter 7. So we're only covering 12 chapters in 15 weeks. So, okay. If you don't want the entire syllabus, but you just want the homework due dates, you can click here and download that. Discussion board question, expectations, and I'll show you that. But writing complete sentences. Write what you think about the topic, just don't cut and paste from the internet. Give me one or two sentences to respond to each discussion question. Or if you need more, you can use more. When you respond to another student's post, just don't say I agree or disagree. Tell us why. And then with you respond to at least 3 other topics to get full credit. And the discussion board is worth 10% of your overall grade. And the due dates are actually in the syllabus. And don't plagiarize. And there's an example. I will post a discussion question in there so you guys can respond to mine. Cengage MindTap information, that'll take you to the MindTap. So when it takes you here, we're going to be using MindTap. These are the other products I have, but we're going to be doing MindTap. And we use Blackboard, so. And then it says, are your course materials included with your tuition costs? And that would be a no, you have to buy your own. And then there's a video that'll take you through that. I'm not going to play that video. Make sure you look at it, okay? Okay, moving on to the classroom. Here we have, now to have this work, where you see the CIST 2431, you have to allow pop-ups. So I already did, but it'll have a red bar and it'll explain what to do there, or give you a link explain what to do. And then this is pretty much your book / MindTap labs. So module 1 or chapter 1, introduction to Linux, your reading, activities, review, test. And I actually have this inside you can either go here or through each week. To give you an example, your test, it has your due dates, due September 6th. Now these are Pacific time, actually Eastern time, it's 11 o'clock at night. So got to have these done by then. So I will show you in the week 1, week 2. So I actually have it broken down here. Also, you have a syllabus test you have to take. So make sure you take your syllabus test. And you can begin it there. So you can take this as many times as you want, but you have to take it for the first week. You know, that shows that you're involved in the class. Week 1, the reading takes you into the reading for the first chapter of the book. Actually, I'm going to go to the beginning of it. And you can sit here and read the whole book, the whole chapter. Then next page, you know, read down. And so on. And if you ever see something like this where it doesn't have it all, like in this chart here, you click the plus sign and it'll bring up the whole chart. Okay, so that's the reading. You have getting to know Linux, a lab simulation. After you do your reading, do this. Now, I've set these up, the simulations in the labs, you can take them as many times as you want. I'm not going to do this, but go through there. The labs you can take as many times as you want. Lab simulation. PowerPoint deck. That's just basically the PowerPoints for this class. This chapter, rather. And go through and check out those. Okay. Student test prep. This is I'm gonna. That's not a. I'm gonna remove that. That's not part of it. Okay. Flashcards and review chapter quiz 1 and do the test. So quizzes, I give you 2 chances. You can take it twice, but only 2 times. So I'm not going to jump into the quiz yet. And then the test you can take 1 time. Okay. Now, week 2, there's actually some labs. I will basically give you a live virtual lab for this. I will post a video with a demonstration on this. Also, we'll talk about this in class also. Okay. So I look forward to working with you and seeing you on Monday and Wednesday. So have a safe week and thank you.